Hi, Robin. My name is Mark DeMott. I'm a sales rep at Salesforce. How are you doing today?
Hi, good. I'm doing good. What about you?
I'm doing all right. So I heard from my friend Abby, who works at Alku, that you met her the other night and caught a couple drinks. You let me know how that was. How'd you get to meet her?
Yeah, so I met her in college. So we were actually sorority sisters. So that's how I knew her. And then we just went out for drinks the other night.
Okay, cool. Well, that's good to know. Yeah, she's a really good friend of mine. But obviously the main reason I'm talking to you is Abby let me know that you work for Otis, big elevator company, and you guys are having some problems with your current CRM. And I think that me and Salesforce could be there to help you. So if you don't mind, I'd like to ask a couple questions and get to know a little bit more about your situation and see if it's a good fit.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so first off, what is your current CRM and how satisfied are you guys with it?
So currently we're with HubSpot and we're satisfied, but we feel that we could improve numbers elsewhere with a different CRM system. But the big thing is that we want to be able to track the customer journey and then share the information with both the sales and marketing team because we're not currently able to do that.
Okay, yeah, that's a big deal when it comes to CRMs. I can understand that. So, is there any sort of timeline or contracts you guys have when it comes to making this decision with HubSpot or making a change?
Yeah, so by December 15th, I either have to decide to re-sign my contract with HubSpot or go with another company. So before then.
Okay, all right, I got you. Um, so are you the only person that's involved in that, or do you have any sort of buying team, or are you gonna have to speak with anyone before you make that decision?
Yeah, I am the one with the final say. So like I have that authority. But my sales team and my marketing team are the ones who's going to be using this software. So I'm definitely going to get their input on it a lot more than my input.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. All right, and is there a set budget for you guys on how much you're willing to spend for a CRM?
Yeah, I've been given $1 million for the year.
All right, sounds good. Now that I have a little bit of a better grasp of what the situation and timeline is with anything, so I heard you mention that you're worried about having issues tracking the customer journey and getting the cooperation between the marketing and sales team. So, are there any other things that really stand out to you that you think could really be improved about HubSpot or could make a CRM could help you do more improvement wise?
Yeah, so we're really curious about how like artificial intelligence could be used to help the sales team. Definitely with the evolution of technology, we definitely want to use that to our advantage.
Okay, sounds like something we might have an answer for. Do you believe that your current provider, HubSpot, has been effective enough in generating leads and helping you meet your KPIs?
I think that they've been effective enough, but I do believe that there's for improvement. A lot more deals going out that we could be making a lot more money off of.
Yeah, there's always room for improvement. So are you concerned? A lot of times when I talk to people, they realize that there's, a good opportunity with Salesforce, but a lot of times they're hesitant about having to transfer all the data and have to learn a brand new software. Is that something that, is kind of a concern to you?
Yes, you hit that right on. So right now, Otis, we're in the middle of a huge company restructure of the roles. So we really need and want something easy to switch over and easy to use so that we don't have to deal with that, especially with this time constraint and stress.
All right, understandable. So if I could offer you a CRM that provides vastly improved forecasting and analytic measurements, what do you think that could do for your company's revenue moving forward?
Whenever you say forecasting, I really like that because that kind of makes me think of the pipeline. And I really like the idea of like our employees being able to see a pipeline, see where they need to make improvements and see where they should um oh, see where they should like lessen their involvement, where they're wasting money on.
Mhm. Do you think that using a CRM that is less advanced than Salesforce could be causing you to miss some opportunities where you could potentially be growing your business and your revenue?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. And lastly, as Otis is kind of the top of the line when it comes to elevators, the top of its market, do you feel that your company deserves to have the top of the line features and the top of the line CRM that working for you?
Yeah, definitely. I really like how you made that two connections, how like Salesforce is top and then Otis is top, because I really like that. 'Cause that's really, really good. Yeah.
So with Salesforce, we on average in the first year can increase a company's lead generation by up to 30%. How would that sound for you in your company's revenue?
Oh wow, that sounds great. Because if it's 30% for just lead generations, like that's amazing.
And another thing that we really pride ourselves on is customer satisfaction, as just like the lead generation, we also improve customer satisfaction by an average of 30% when someone switches from a different CRM to us. And how do you think that can impact your company's, not only their revenue, but also just the image as a whole?
I think that would definitely help, especially increasing customer loyalty. I really like the idea of that because then we'll have customers around for the long, long time. So I really like that.
All right. Are there any other problems or concerns you have that you're really looking for in your CRM?
Yeah, the one thing is that like last year we lost a huge number of sales reps and they weren't putting anything into HubSpot. So we lost all of their data and we just want to make sure that the reps are using the system. And then we like can't figure out and we're kind of skeptical that they will use it at all. So we want that money to be worth it and we want to be putting that money in and then them actually use it. So we need something good that they will want to use.
All right, understandable. All right, so first off, I'd like to address you were talking about the customer journey and how you want to be able to track that and make sure that your sales and marketing teams can work together. So Salesforce is widely known as the number one CRM when it comes to customization and being able to get things like that to work together. We even have custom coding where you can get things to combine together and work with one another. So that's always a big strength of ours. Another number, I know I'm throwing a lot of numbers at you, but we have a 47% increase in agent productivity in just the first year alone, as well as a 43% increase in marketing return on investment for our new clients usually. Another thing when it comes to that is organization. Salesforce is known for having not only a highly customizable database, but also a very organized one. And one thing we like to share with our potential new clients is this quote from Armstrong Steele's Charlie Newton, who said, "Without Salesforce, we'd be completely lost every day, but because of it, all of our leads are working together in an organized manner." So you don't have to just take that from us, you can take that from them as well. And then the other thing that you said that really kind of stands out to me that this could really be a perfect fit is you were talking about the potential of artificial intelligence and how that interests you. And here at Salesforce, we have an AI chat box. We call it Einstein, and it does pretty much exactly what you said you want to do to make sure that you are tracking your representatives and making sure that they are being held accountable. And it helps you build, forecasts that factor into your reps' behavior to make sure that when the market shifts, you continue to keep your company building upward. And it just helps everyone to work together and make sure they're not, spending time doing things that could be done by an automated system as well. Um, and then, like I said, I feel like Otis really is a top of the line company, and it just doesn't make sense to me that they wouldn't have the top of the line products to help them out. And we truly are. We have the highest market share out of any CRM. We're the most advanced, and I just think it's kind of the best deserves the best when it comes to that. Um, are there any other concerns you have when looking at Salesforce?
Um, One thing is that like it costs a lot of money.
Yeah, so it sounds like to me, so you said you have 400 employees. Is that correct?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
you're spending about $36,000 a year currently, and with us it would be 612,000 because given the opportunity we see with Otis, we've been offered a chance to give you guys a 15% discount for the first year. So that would be good. And but more specifically, what bothers you about about a higher increase in price?
My big thing is that the reps don't really use HubSpot as much anyway. So I don't want to go and spend a lot more money on this whenever like I could just stick with HubSpot, let some of them use it and then some of them not.
Yeah, well, I think that if you're really going to spend any money on a CRM, it's best to make sure everyone's using it, or else it's just kind of a waste. And when you have one that can really expand your revenue and your growth the way ours can, and you have the ability to measure and make sure that the representatives are using it, like I said with the AI Einstein, it really just makes a lot more sense. It's kind of when it comes to that, it's just why are you even paying for HubSpot if half the people aren't even going to use it? And here we have a way to prevent that and make sure everyone's making the most of your investment.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
All right. Any other questions you have or concerns?
My big thing is that it's going to be hard to switch over.
Yeah, what specifically about that is bothering you?
Um, just moving all of our data from one data to the other data, or from one system to the other system, especially with this huge company restructure of roles. So I think it's just going to be a lot of work.
Mhm. Yeah, that's usually a common concern of people. So first off, we have both online and in-person classes that help to smooth that, make that transition more smooth. And it generally is pretty smooth. This is another quote I like to throw at people. The VP at PetSmart, she said, "This is the smoothest technological implementation that she's ever had." So, again, you don't just have to take our word for that. And also, I've been given by my bosses the permission to not only give you that 15% discount, but also offer Otis 2 free training sessions to help to get that started and just to get it running more smoothly so that we can make that as seamless a transition as possible.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Anything else? Do you have any questions when it comes to potentially setting up another meeting or suggestions?
Um, well, I just have a really busy week and month, so I'm not sure if we can really fit it in. Let's just meet in January.
Well, didn't you say that you guys have a deadline of December 15th to make the decision?
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right. So is there any way we can meet before then?
I'm sure that I could find some time. You are right about that. I need to do that before I sign the contract. So yeah, we could find some time for sure.
All right. So my sales team is free on November 29th and December 1st. How
Okay.
do those 2 dates sound?
Yeah, that sounds good. Would you mind like emailing me like specific times that I could choose from or anything? Just make sure that everybody's on the same page and everybody can be there for you.
Yeah, awesome. All right. So I'll let my team know and we'll get in touch with you with an email and we can move forward then.
Okay. Thank you.
All
So
right.
nice to meet you.
Sounds good. You have a great day.
Thank you, you too.
Thanks.